The real spiritual activity that began in you in an accelerated way came through your involvement in a kind of youth group that you and a couple of the other members of the band got involved in, and you started studying the scriptures, and you really got into it quite a bit in those days.
I never had any problems with Christ, but Christians were always a bit of a problem for me, and I used to avoid them if I could. I found them always to be completely disinterested culturally, politically. I found it very hard to relax with them. They seemed strange to me. I'm sure I was strange to them. And yet, through all of this, I met in school, I met some people who knew the scriptures. It was quite a moment there when people got very interested in the early church and the possibilities of imitating the early church. But Christians can be very judgmental, and particularly the way people look, the way they carry on. They tend to judge people by surface problems, sexual immorality. These things are the preoccupation historically of the church, whereas, corporate greed or things like that would be never mentioned. I'm pretty sure that, the universe operates by the laws of karma, essentially. And all physical laws do. And, what you put out comes back against you, Then enters the story of grace, which really is the story of Christ, and which turned this view of the universe upside down. And it's completely counterintuitive. Very, very hard for human beings to grasp grace. We can actually grasp atonement, revenge, fairness, all of this we can grasp. But we don't grasp grace very well. I'm much more interested in grace because I'm really depending on it. So,
desperately needing
it.
it.
If I'm living by karma, I'm in big trouble.
Waiting patiently for the Lord, incline and heard my cry. Lift me up out of the pit, out of the miry clay.